Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. If there's one thing that's been buzzing around the NFL lately, it's the possibility of the Green Bay Packers making a bold move that could reshape their defense and give them a real shot at contending again. And no, it's not just wishful thinking. There are serious rumors floating around about a potential trade that might send shockwaves through the league. The buzz centers on Roquan Smith, the linebacker currently making waves with the Baltimore Ravens, and whether he could be heading to Green Bay. It's a move that could completely alter the landscape of the NFC North and boost the Packers' chances of making a deep playoff run. Now, let's set the stage. The Ravens, sitting at 6-6, are facing some tough financial and roster constraints moving into 2025. Their cap situation is tight, with only around $13 million available under the salary cap, and they're looking to make some strategic moves. Rumors suggest that Baltimore might be willing to part ways with Roquan Smith, a linebacker who's been one of the league's most productive tackles since entering the NFL. Smith has accumulated over 10 tackles in his career, and he's also managed to rack up 21 sacks and 10 interceptions so far. That's elite production for a linebacker, and he's still in his prime. In 2025, Smith has played 11 games, and his numbers are impressive: 58 solo tackles, 42 assisted, and 100 combined tackles. He also recorded a forced fumble and a touchdown, along with a PFF grade of 77, 3 overall. His run defense grade is 78-2, his coverage skills are rated at 77.5, and he's been a reliable presence on the field, especially in clutch moments. Despite not registering sacks this season, his impact in terms of EPA per tackle, plus 0.18, and yards after contact, YAC being minimal, make him a versatile and dependable linebacker. For the Packers, who have struggled a bit in the linebacker department this year, adding someone like Smith could be a game changer. The Packers, currently sitting at 8-3-1, have a defense that's been a mixed bag. Their linebacker unit in particular has shown vulnerabilities, especially against the run, conceding about 140 yards per game on the ground. That's a clear area where Smith's presence could make an immediate difference. He'd bring leadership and elite coverage skills, helping the Packers contain high-powered offenses like the Detroit Lions, who are always a threat in the NFC North. Smith's stats show he'd project to increase tackles by roughly 15% for Green Bay, and his coverage abilities would add a much-needed upgrade, with an expected plus 12% improvement in EPA per pass. His ability to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, averaging about 1/8 stops per game, would bolster a defense that's already looking to take the next step. It's important to understand why this move makes so much sense for Green Bay. For starters, Smith would immediately solidify the front seven, providing both run-stopping prowess and coverage versatility. His leadership qualities are well known, and bringing in someone with his experience and production could set the tone for the entire defense. Plus, with the Packers aiming for another Super Bowl run, having a player who can be an X-factor in playoff battles is crucial. Smith's ability to disrupt offenses and generate turnovers could be just what Green Bay needs to get over the hump. Now, the financial side of things is worth noting. Baltimore's asking price might be a second-round pick in 2026, which is a reasonable price for a player of Smith's caliber. The Packers, with their current roster and future cap considerations, could see this as a worthwhile investment, especially if they're focusing on extending key players or adding depth in other areas. Acquiring someone like Smith could be a strategic move to ensure their defense remains stout in the postseason. Looking at the bigger picture, the odds for the Packers to reach Super Bowl LVII have improved significantly if they can land a player like Smith. The betting odds have shifted from plus 2,500 to plus 750, reflecting the increased confidence in their championship prospects. While it's not a guarantee, adding Smith would give the Packers a serious boost in their quest for Lombardi glory. His presence would not only improve their immediate defensive stats, but also send a message to the rest of the league that Green Bay is serious about competing at the highest level. Of course, this kind of move isn't without risk. The Ravens might be hesitant to part with a top-tier linebacker, especially one who's been such a cornerstone of their defense, and the Packers will need to navigate cap space and roster adjustments to make it work. But the potential rewards far outweigh the challenges, especially when you consider what Smith brings to the table. His ability to elevate the defense, improve their run stopping, and provide a reliable coverage option makes him a perfect fit for Green Bay's needs. The potential for Smith to become a centerpiece of the Packers' defense during the playoffs is what excites fans the most. Imagine him patrolling the middle, making plays, and leading the charge against some of the league's best offenses. His leadership and playmaking skills could be the difference in close games, helping the Packers secure more victories and, hopefully, another shot at the Lombardi Trophy. In terms of strategy, Green Bay's coaching staff would surely emphasize utilizing Smith's strengths, designing defensive schemes that maximize his impact. His ability to read plays, rush the passer occasionally, and drop into coverage makes him a versatile weapon. Plus, his experience and leadership can help elevate the entire defense's performance, something Green Bay has been looking for in recent seasons. With a strong linebacker core led by someone like Smith, the Packers could become a nightmare for offenses, especially in the high-stakes playoff atmosphere. Looking ahead, this potential trade also hints at the Packers' broader ambitions. They're not just trying to make the playoffs, they're aiming for championships. Building a defense capable of shutting down the league's best is a crucial step toward that goal. Smith's addition would be a statement move, signaling their intent to contend seriously and not settle for mediocrity. It's about setting a tone, about making sure everyone in the NFC North and beyond recognizes that Green Bay is back in the championship conversation. And let's not forget the historical context. The Packers have a storied tradition of building championship defenses, from the days of Reggie White to Clay Matthews. Adding a player like Roquan Smith would be a continuation of that legacy, a linebacker who embodies the Packers' gritty, relentless style of play. His leadership and talent could inspire the entire team to elevate their game, especially as they head into the critical stretch of the season and into the playoffs. All in all, the rumors of a Roquan Smith trade are exciting, and they carry the potential to reshape the NFC North and the NFC as a whole. For Packers fans, it's a move that could bring hope, excitement, and a real shot at another Super Bowl appearance. The season isn't over yet, but if this move materializes, it could be the catalyst that propels Green Bay back to greatness. The future looks promising, and fans should keep their eyes on this story because it might just be the offseason's biggest game changer. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on the possibility of acquiring Roquan Smith? Do you think he's the missing piece that can push the Packers over the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. Whether you're dreaming of another Lombardi or just excited about the potential shakeup in the NFC North, your voice is part of the conversation. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. The season is heating up and big things are on the horizon. Let's go Pack!